Hey Geminis, and welcome to your April 2019 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. I hope you're doing well as you are getting close to coming back into your time of the year. We have come past the equinox time, we are in Aries time, and we are all sort of craving that new beginning and craving a new start. I hope that you are able to give that to yourself now. It feels like the optimum time because I'm thinking that the way that things were for you, Gemini, are not something that you want to necessarily continue to repeat over and over again. As you can see, there are some heavier archetypes coming up here. 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups reversed. But, of course, lovely offset by 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, the Magician. You've got a little bit half and half here. I feel like things are half and half. The polarity is quite obvious. You can see really clearly how great things could be or how difficult things could be depending on the choices you make here and choices you are making. I do feel it to be a choiceful month for you where you do choose, like, do I want this easy, bright new thing or do I want to dwell in the depths of what used to be? I think that now is a good time to disconnect from the past for you, Gemini. I hope that in March you had some time to look back to the past and to give yourself whatever closure you needed. And I hope that now you start to move forward and find more confidence here because there is confidence and power. I also feel a slight fear of dishonesty coming from your energy directly. The Magician reversed, 10 of Swords reversed to me, that says a lie or a dishonesty or coping from that. I'm not saying that you will be lied to in April, but I do think that you are thinking deeply about what lies mean to you. You know, it might not be directly like someone has lied to you, but you might feel like you're living a lie. You might feel like you're living in a situation that is not true to who you are. And I think that that's really your mission and challenge in April, is to build up to your time of the year in late May and early June, ready to be a truthful person or ready to live a truthful experience, ready to find a true type of authenticity for you. So I really want to challenge you, Gemini, over April and early May during Aries and Taurus season to start to construct your reality in a way that by late May and June you are much happier, much more fulfilled, and having a lot more fun with your experience, a lot more fun, a lot more ease. And you will have a bit of that in April with 4 of Wands and 8 of Wands together. That's always a sign of fun and benevolence and auspicious experiences. So regardless, you will have that this month, but you will also be quickly reminded of the way that things went wrong if you find yourself in difficult territory, okay? So before I get into the week-to-week Geminis, I wanted to invite you to check out my Patreon page. It's really a fun experience for me. I am going to be over there more often. Starting in the astrological new year, I might come in person and I may be doing new types of content over there as well as free content. So if you would like to go over and find more free healing content, you can jump over to my Patreon page. And then if it's something that you would like to support, you can support it with a monthly pledge if that feels right to you and get even more content. So yes, I really enjoy Patreon because it sort of gives me an opportunity to have a more private experience with certain subscribers. So be sure to check that out. Also, I will be posting every Friday this year, and that is my goal. So check back to my channel every Friday and you will see a new video from me about who knows what, really. Lots of different things I have planned to come out. So yes, though. Anyway, Gemini, let's go ahead and get into your week to week and see what is coming up for you. In the first week of April, you have the 7 of Cups reversed, rooted down by 4 of Wands. Fake things are not giving you solace now. Things which don't actually contribute to your long-term health, happiness, and abundance will not give you a strong sense of comfort or security here. I feel that maybe Geminis are seeking to cope in old ways or seeking to cope in things which only breed new problems. So your coping mechanism, I feel, is stressed in the first week, and you have to find more healthy ways of coping and more healthy ways of meeting yourself, marrying yourself, being liable to yourself. That's a big thing I feel for Gemini in the first week. Self-liability is coming up. Are the ways that you're coping or the ways that you're healing becoming new things to heal from? Okay. So yes, I think of addictions. I think of seeing the top of the mountain as something that it's not and getting there to be disappointed. I see a lot of future tripping, perhaps, as well. And, you know, the things that you could marry, the things that you could take on, 4 of Wands energy, are becoming a pipe dream or something that is not real or cannot actually give you what you might have thought it could. So the first week of April really comes in to illuminate that and to show you where your focus should be. I do feel that you are well supported to take risks there or to take a leap of faith. But I also feel that those leaps of faith will, through like synchronistic messages, be made clear. Like the right ones will be made clear, and the wrong ones will also be made clear. So listen to your gut, listen to the universe when it comes to taking on new things or taking new leaps of faith, and try to not concentrate so much on what it gives you in the long term or what it. I know that's a little bit of a contrary message based on what we were just talking about, but try to not get over focused on the future, while at the same time understanding what direct present actions are not good for you in the future. Okay, and through integrating those two things, you can really heal a lot there. Week number 2, Gemini, you have 8 of Cups rooted down by 5 of Cups reversed. Very emotional, very watery, very Cups oriented. Interesting that 8 and 5 of Cups both show someone with the back to us. There's not eye contact. There's not a direct connection. There could be passive aggression there. There could be not feeling accepted, not feeling like people are seeing you for yourself. Again, I'm coming back into personal truth, like feeling like you're living a lie. Not saying that you lie, but it's like people aren't looking at your truth or aren't looking at who you actually are, and that's really getting to you. And it prompts you to want to walk away. It prompts you to seek out refuge or seek out the types of people who will see you for who you really are. And try to not let that become a self-fulfilling prophecy or a liable prophecy, I want to say, in the sense that like, I cannot have my truth here, therefore I will seek it out at whatever cost elsewhere, and trick myself into thinking that new people give it to me as well when they don't. The true key to overcoming this, Gemini, is finding something to commit to that is good for you. It's as simple as that. And don't trick yourself up with it. Gemini energy and Virgo energy, the mercurial signs, are so prone to tricking themselves up with what is and isn't good for them, because you can see things from a million different perspectives. Your mind works much faster than other people's. So, that can be a blessing, if you're a mathematician. But it can also be a liability to yourself again, and it can really wear you out, because really quickly, when a great situation comes in, you can really quickly see how it could be bad. And perhaps even worse, when a really bad situation comes in, you can see how it could potentially be good, and you overstay. I do feel the energy of overstaying in this reading as well. And that's normal. Again, as I was saying in the other readings, we are still in Mercury shadow for the first half of the month. And that's a Mercury shadow in Pisces. And I'm thinking that we're going to feel like endings are stretched out. We're going to feel like the previous year cycle comes forward just a little bit. And whereas March 20th was the equinox and the new year, the 2019 year cycle start, I think that we'll feel a tinge, an echo from the past year cycle up until about mid-April. So do take that into account and try to find the blessing within that. Like, there's extra time to walk away. There's extra time to put into your life what you do or don't want, and to determine that, really. Again, second week could see you walking away from something and also having a grieving period, also having an acceptance period, purging, detoxing. I feel that type of energy as well. Week number 3, you have the 6 of Wands rooted down by 4 of Cups reversed. Already, I think things are better. I think getting past that Mercury shadow really reestablishes your confidence, and also your anything that's over self-effacing or over self-liable or over self-detrimental. 4 of Cups reversed really illuminates what self-actions have not been good. It can also tempt us to do them. It can also tempt us to be a bit self-sabotaging, a bit self-destructive. But it's not foggy. It's obvious, I feel. Especially with 6 of Wands, there's a sense of people seeing it as well. So if you're being like self-destructive, or if you're being just too self-concerned, self-concerned isn't really the right word, because Aries is a very self-concerned energy, and we have to be a little bit self-concerned during April. How do I want to phrase it? It's like if you're self-concerned in a self-effacing way, should I say, in a way that's only contributing to difficult experiences for the self, it feels like it's obvious to other people, and people might mention it, or people might be like, is this thing that you're doing really good for you? And do watch out for that in the 3rd week. If someone, like a stranger or someone in your life, is like, is what you're doing, whatever that is, whatever variable thing that is, for example, you've like started a new job or something, and someone comes up and is like, is this new job really good for you? I feel like it's difficult for you. Really think about that. And really, I don't want to say like follow through on an outsider's perspective on your life, but do think about what it might mean if you're looking to other people to be really struggling with something and you're not feeling that. Like, are you truly struggling? And I feel like you can let it validate it during that week. If people are saying that certain things feel difficult, like, you might need to rethink those things. I'm not saying to quit, or I'm not saying to make some kind of big change based on that, but think about what gives that projection. And is it that, or is it, the routine, or are you just not getting enough sleep? I feel like there's something pretty magical, actually, in other people being able to be a synchronistic validation of what isn't right in your life during that time. It's a weird message, I know. But your confidence is growing to be a bit more mundane. I also feel that you're changing your appearance, and I feel that you're becoming more attractive. If you've been single for a while, that wouldn't be a terrible time to date or to meet new people. Aries moving into Taurus times is one of the best times to find love, one of the best times to find romance if you are single. So that's supported for you, I feel, if you're single. And I think that it's also easy to remember people from the past. Ten of Swords being your central theme makes me think that it's hard to let go of what the 2018 year cycle brought to you. And this gosh darn 2018 year cycle, I'm so tired. I'm not so tired of it. I understand what's happened with it. But I've been talking for like the last 3 or 4 months on my channel about the 2018 to 2019 year cycle. And it's the most stretched out, drawn out transitional period I've ever seen. And it's really hard for the entirety of the collective to move out of what the 2018 year cycle represented for them. So I do feel that you are on that boat as well. Gemini, Ten of Swords reversed can represent, again, delaying an end phase, delaying something that needed to change a long time ago from changing. At the same time, there's retrospection and shadow work there in Ten of Swords reversed. But I urge you to move out of backstabbing, betraying, painful, anxious, angsty situations if you can. Third week will probably be the time that you do that once that Mercury shadow ends. Second week, like, you're planning it out. Third week it happens, and you have so much more confidence and energy for doing it. Again, don't let me determine your action. Again, take action over your own life. You know what's best for you. But I really urge Gemini to leave behind this angsty Ten of Swords reverse situation. Week number 4, you have the Eight of Wands reversed, rooted down by the Magician reversed. What do I want to feel with that? I think that if you really tried to see that things were bad during that time, you would see it. If you really tried to see what you lost or what you missed out on, how you were lied to, how you were disempowered, you would see it. I feel that could contribute to prolonging this end phase, though, and I feel that you've already seen it. And if something new does come up during that time, try to let it quickly pass out of your life. This is not a sticky... it's a little bit sticky. We have Saturn and Pluto moving retrograde during that time. I will be having specific videos on those topics. So again, new videos every Friday. Check back to my channel. Keep that subscribe button hit. But there's a polarity streaming from seeing that sticky situations of the past could crop up and being able to navigate through them and come out the other side and keep moving without looking back. Again, there's not a lot of looking back in this reading, which is what I like, yet your central theme is a looking back card and not wanting to get out of the back, you know. 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 7 of Cups. You know, you're not looking back. You're not getting stuck, okay? I know the message is a little bit sticky itself. But I just feel like to release and become less concerned with what hasn't been real, with what has been dishonest and what you've missed out on in the 4th week is really imperative, because it's clear. It's already been clear. And now it's time for Gemini, through their own loving, honest, transparent actions and positive self-preservation, to seek honesty and situations where they don't miss out through, again, finding that within themselves and projecting that themselves. And to start that in the 4th week would be wholesomely beautiful for Gemini, I feel. You know, and it's a great time to start it. This is one of the most optimum times of the year to strike out new, especially in that third to 4th week of April. To start it on the 3rd week and be into it in the 4th week. Beautiful experience, fantastical experiences do come here, I feel, and to an extent for the entirety of this year. So again, watch out for being too holed up. Watch out for being too secluded, too stuck in a routine. It's benevolent to have Jupiter and Saturn placed in their home signs, but it does create a polarity in us where we're, on one hand, encouraged to have kind of erratic, spontaneous, flashy adventures, while on the other hand, having more conservative, status quo, predictable, day-by-day routine experiences, and we kind of end up getting a little bit messy and trying to integrate those things. But I feel truly for Gemini that to give yourself a bit of adventure and fun during this time will not be bad, especially if it helps you move away in a healthy way from this sort of scarred up past that you found yourself in. Again, Ten of Swords reversed, the swords come out, you let go of those wounds, you let go as your central, the whole concept of this month is letting go of past wounds and letting go of things which are still causing you to spend that energy that you have, that money that you have, those opportunities that you have on holding up something from the past that is no longer here. So bear that in mind, Gemini. Move forward, be strong, be mercurial in your sort of like quick, fast-paced, fun way. Have fun with things this month, hoping that you're having even more fun in May, because I feel that May and June are quite incredible for you. You've just got one little hurdle here, I feel, to get past. And I will be thinking of you all and thinking of Gemini succeeding, and I hope that you will be thinking of yourself succeeding as well. Really see it for yourself and really allow it to come in. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Check out your sun, moon, rising sign. I'll put that link in the description box below. And be sure to subscribe to my channel and jump over to my Patreon page if you'd be interested in extra exclusive content as well as getting these readings early and ad-free. Again, it's all below. Your likes, comments, and subscribes make my day. We will be talking soon, Gemini. Much love. Good luck. Bye.